या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विद्यारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। जो देवी विद्या रूप में सभी प्राणियों में स्थित है, उनको बारंबार मेरा नमस्कार है। मैं आज के परिचर्चा का प्रारंभ हम लोगों के जीवन शैली में हाल में हुए एक परिवर्तन से करना चाहता हूं। कोविड-19 के संक्रमण से बचाव के लिए हम लोगों ने अपने जीवन शैली में अनेकों परिवर्तन किए हैं। जैसे हम लोग पहले एक दूसरे से अभिवादन हाथ मिलाकर करते थे, किंतु आज हम लोग यह अभिवादन प्रणाम कर करते हैं। प्रणाम कर अभिवादन करना भारतीय संस्कृति का परिचायक है। भारतीय होने के नाते यह परिवर्तन हमें अपने जीवन शैली के अन्य तरीकों पर भी ध्यान आकृष्ट करने का संकेत करता है, क्योंकि पहले हम कुएं या नलकूप का जल पीते थे और स्वस्थ रहते थे, किंतु अब हम आरओ वाटर पीकर भी पूरी तरह स्वस्थ महसूस नहीं करते। पहले हम कोल्हू का तेल प्रयोग करते थे, हमें कोई कठिनाई नहीं होती थी, कोई परेशानी नहीं होती थी, किंतु आज हम डबल या ट्रिपल फिल्टर्ड सरसों तेल यूज करते हैं, प्रयोग करते हैं और तरह तरह की बीमारियां घर करते हैं। पहले के समय में वैद्यराज जी हम लोगों की बीमारियों को नब्ज पकड़कर पहचाना करते थे, किंतु अब शायद अनेकों प्रयोग के बाद भी बीमारी का पकड़ पाना मुश्किल होता है। पुराने समय में हम शक्कर या चीनी की मिठाइयाँ महीनों महीनों तक खाते थे, हमें कोई परेशानी नहीं होती थी, किंतु अब शुगर फ्री मिठाइयाँ खाने पर भी हमें बंदिश रहती है। और तो और पहले हमारे घर भले ही कच्चे होते थे, लेकिन पूरे देश में कहीं वृद्धाश्रम नहीं था। इन बातों को लोग अपने अपने तरीके से देखते हैं, किंतु इन सभी बातों में जो दो वाक्य हैं वो एक दूसरे के विपरीत हैं। आप इस फिगर को देखें। इस फिगर में जो बात दिख रही है, हम ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि ये मनुष्य का जीवन काल है, जो एक बचपन से आरंभ होकर बुढ़ापे की तरफ जा रहा है। किंतु उस विपरीत वाक्यों के आधार पर हम देखें तो ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि हमारे जीवन में उम्र के हिसाब से दो प्रकार के परिवर्तन होते हैं। एक जहां उम्र के साथ हमारी लंबाई बढ़ती है, दूसरा जहां उम्र के साथ हमारी लंबाई घटती है। हमारा आज का परिचर्चा इन्हीं बातों पर आधारित है, जहां हम एक दूसरे से संबंधित एक प्रकार के या विपरीत प्रकार के संबंधों की व्याख्या करेंगे और इस प्रकार के संबंध को जो क्वांटिटेटिव रिलेशंस बताते हों उसे हम कोरिलेशन कहते हैं। मैं दीनानाथ पंडित आज आपके साथ इसी टॉपिक पे बातें करूंगा। आज के टॉपिक का नाम है कोरिलेशन कोएफिशिएंट। आज के टॉपिक में मैंने कोशिश की है कि इसके पीछे क्या कंसेप्ट हैं, क्या अवधारणाएं हैं, इसकी क्या परिभाषा है, इसके क्या वैल्यू होते हैं, कोरिलेशन कितने प्रकार से काउंट किया जा सकता है, निकाला जा सकता है, इसके एप्लीकेशंस क्या क्या हैं। इन बातों पे आज का हमारा चर्चा केंद्रित है। हम अपनी बात प्रारंभ करते हैं। फर्स्ट, इंट्रोडक्शन। इन बायोलॉजिकल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स we tend to across a large number of either bivariate or multivariate series of data like height of girl or boy and her or his weight, totally different concentration of pesticides and their effects on oxygen uptake, length of panicle, number of grains and so on. These variables are said to be related if amendment in one variable leads to corresponding amendment in other variable. Literally, correlation suggests association of two or more facts. Now come to the historical part of this topic. First of all, Galton in the year of 1880 measured correlation and used the term correlation. Coefficient of correlation was developed by Pearson in the year of 1896 from a related idea introduced by Galton. The mathematical formula of correlation was derived and published by Bravais in the year of 1844. Edgeworth in the year of 1892 first used the term correlation coefficient or coefficient of correlation. The naming of the coefficient is an example of Stigler law. So many definitions of this concept is given. We are providing some important definitions. First, according to Croxton and Corden, when the relationship is of a quantitative nature, the appropriate statistical tool for discovering and measuring the relationship and expressing it in a brief formula is known as correlation. According to Conner, if two or more quantities vary in sympathetically so that movement in one tends to be accompanied by corresponding movements in the other, then they are said to be correlated. The measure of correlation is known as coefficient of correlation. Further, correlation is a statistical technique that shows whether and how strongly pair of variables is related, as for example relationship between height and weight. Correlation is a bivariate analysis that measures the strength of association between two variables and the direction of the relationship. A correlation coefficient is a numerical measure of correlation to establish a statistical relationship between two variables. So many characteristics of coefficient of correlations are known, such as it is a stochastic process, it shows only the degree, direction and closeness either between or among the variables. It shows mutual relationship between variables. It doesn't show cause and effect relationship. It involves various methods and techniques used for studying and measuring the extent of relationship between the two variables. Carl Pearson is regarded as the pioneer of study of correlation analysis. In this analysis, independent variables are known as subject series, whereas dependent variables represent relative series. It is an analysis of covariation of two variables. In graphical representation, independent variables are put on horizontal axis or abscissa, while ordinate or vertical line carries dependent variables. When abscissa and ordinate are considered together, they are referred as coordinates. Types of correlation. Correlation is divided on many variables, on many considerations. First, depending on the basis of direction of variables. Two types of correlation are known, positive and negative. Positive or direct correlation. Values of variables deviate in the same direction. Example, increase in body weight with the increase in age as shown in the figure. Rise in temperature with increase in day length, etc. negative or inverse correlation. Values of variables deviate in the opposite direction. For instance, relation of pressure and volume of gas, relation of injection of thyroxine and oxygen uptake, etc. And all the statements that I put during the commencement of this lecture. B. Depending on corresponding change in one variable in relation to other. Linear correlation. One of the variables can be perfectly explained by a linear function of the other. It shows some constant relationship between bivariates. It may be expressed by y equals to a plus bx. It gives a straight xy line when data are plotted on a graph. In biology, examples of linear correlations are scarce, such as increase in body weight with the increase in age. Further, the first figure is followed. Non-linear or curvilinear correlation. It corresponds to a unit change in one variable. The other variable doesn't change at a constant rate but at a fluctuating rate. It gives a non-linear or curvilinear correlation. These equations are a bit complex and need computer programs. Then comes C, depending on the name of workers. Pearson product moment correlation. It is most widely used bivariate correlation statistic when both variables should be normally distributed. Example, relationship between age and heights. Kendall rank correlation. It is a non-parametric test that measures the strength of dependence between two variables. Spearman rank correlation. It is also a non-parametric test to measure the degree of association between two variables. Point biserial correlation. It is an estimation of the strength direction of coherence of two variables, one of which is dichotomous and other is continuous. Phi correlation. It is a non-parametric statistic introduced by Pearson. It assesses strength of correlation between two binary dichotomous variables where they are in 2x2 table. Kramer's phi correlation. It is a way of calculation of correlation which has more than 2x2 rows and table. Now, depending on the number of variables, correlation may be of following types. Simple correlation. It is a measure used to determine the strength and the direction of the relationship between two variables. Example, effect of thyroxine on oxygen uptake. Multiple correlation. In this correlation, three or more variables, usually one independent and two or more dependent variables, are studied simultaneously. Example, effect of rain and manure on the production of jute. Partial correlation. It is an association between one independent and one dependent variable by the addition of one more independent variable. It is degree of association between two variables with the effect of set of controlling random variables. Example, production of amount of wheat and requirement of manure in stagnant water. Relationship between food eaten and blood pressure. Then, depending on the closeness of two variables. Perfect correlation. A relationship between two variables in which the change in the value of one variable is exactly proportional to the change in other variable. And zero correlation. There is no relationship between two variables. Example, amount of tea drunk and the level of intelligence. And two persons gave the values of correlation coefficient by which we can rate whether the correlation is least, weak, moderate, strong, very strong or perfect. Generally, Pearson correlation coefficient is followed. We didn't follow Kramer's 5 correlation. Interpretation. According to Rogers and Nicewander 1988, there are following ways to interpret correlation. It is a function of raw scores and means. It is ratio of two means. Standardized covariance. It is square root of the ratio of two variance. It is standardized slope of regression line. It function of the angle between two standardized regression lines. It is geometric mean of the two regression slopes. It is mean cross product of standardized variables. It is function of the angle between two vectors. It is rescaled variance of the difference between standardized score. It is estimated from balloon rule. It is related to the bivariate ellipses of isoconcentration. It function of test statistics from designed experiments. Methods of calculation. 6 methods are there by which the value of correlation coefficient is calculated, and they are direct or actual mean method, shortcut or assumed mean method, grouped series method, Pearson product moment method, rank correlation method, and least square method. This flow sheet show direct or actual mean method, in which we have x and y from the question, and we calculate x square, y square and xy. From that we get summation of x, summation of y, summation of x square and summation of y square, as well as summation of x and y. And then by using the formula summation dx dy divided by under root summation dx square into summation dy square, the value of r is calculated. Types of coefficients used in correlation. Coefficient of correlation. According to Guilford, a correlation coefficient is a single number that tells us to what extent two or more things are related to each other, and variation in one go with variation in other. After computing the value of coefficient of correlation, we should find out the extent to which it is dependable. The dependability of observed value of r may be determined by either probable error or t-test. The value of correlation coefficient varies from -1 to +1. A probable error of coefficient of correlation, it is a number which is added to and subtracted from mean coefficient of correlation, produces numbers within which the chances are even that a coefficient of correlation from a series selected at random will fall. T-test, the value of r can be calculated with the value of t. Coefficient of determination, this is r square. It is the square value of r and its value ranges from 0 to 1. It gives the measure of proportion of change in one variable associated with the variation in other. Coefficient of alienation, that is k. It is the square root of the coefficient of non-determination. It denotes the value of deviation. Coefficient of non-determination, k square. It is the ratio of unexplained variation to the total variation. Coefficient of partial correlation, and one more is there, coefficient of multiple correlation. And last, I am really thankful to you all for watching and listening me. Thank you.